Welcome to another episode of CandisLive. As always, it is a pleasure to be here with you and to have this wonderful experience together. Now, I know you're ready because I'm ready. So let's get started. Last time we were together, I spoke to you about the darkness in the tunnel. And I told you, you know what? You need to glow up. Yes, glow up. Encourage yourself. And that's the way we're going to change things. This time, I still want to talk to you about the tunnel, but I want to talk to you about something a little bit different. You know, people say there's a light at the end of the tunnel. But what nobody ever talks about is what happens when you come out of the darkness of the tunnel. You know, I thought about it. When you come out of the tunnel, that tunnel does not prepare you for being immersed in light. In the tunnel, you can glow up. You can glow up. You can be the light that lights the tunnel. You can be it in the darkness. You can be the light in the darkness. But what happens when you get amongst other light? What happens when you are in a room filled with light, with people that are living their best life, that are doing what they've always desired to do? What happens when you get out of the shade? Yes, I said it, the shade of the tunnel. Let me tell you what happens. It rains. Okay? It rains. And you realize that rain is wet. That means opportunities are going to come, and man, they're going to wash you away. They just go shoo. And you're going to be like, oh, I'm so overwhelmed. And it's going to feel exactly like it felt in the tunnel, dealing with fear and anxiety and darkness. That rain is going to consume you in the same way. And you know what we're going to do when it rains? Let me tell you what we're not going to dry it off for what? For what? You don't dry off this type of rain. You bask in it. You bask in it. You dance in it. You look at those opportunities that have come because you've learned to deal with anxiety. You've learned to glow from the inside. You've learned to deal with fear. You've learned to light your own fire. So now when the rain comes, a rain does not extinguish your flame. The only thing a rain does is cool you off. Because baby, when you're burning this bright, you need something to just keep you little chill. Not a lot chill, little chill. So you don't burn out, you know. Oh, you don't know what I mean? Okay, all right. I'll put it like this. I will put it like this. I've had situations where I've worked very, very hard to accomplish a specific task. For many years, I've worked as a tire artist. I take old discarded tires and I transform them into new products. When I started out, it was just an idea that my son came up with, and I just fell in love with it. And I said, oh, I gotta find a way to do something with this. And at first, you know, that brilliant idea, I wasn't in a tunnel just yet, because it's a brilliant idea and I'm just figuring it out and nobody knows anything about it. So nobody's really intimidated by the progress I'm making. Nobody's really interested in the progress I'm making because it's tires. Nobody wants to do that dirty work. Nobody cares, right? So after some years of working with tires, developing my craft, developing my business, then I got to the point where I started getting noticed. Ooh, child, I am getting noticed. My work is all over the place, you know. I'm getting calls from places in the Caribbean that says, hey, we heard about you. We heard about the work you're doing. Can you come down? We want you to train our kids. We want you to do a program here. And so I'm getting all of this great feedback. And so, you know what? I said to myself, it's time to level up. It's time to take it to the next level. And so when I leveled up, it carried me into an arena that I wasn't really familiar with and I wasn't entirely comfortable with. But I decided, you know what? I'm going to go after it anyway. I'm going to go after it anyway. I'm going to take a chance on myself. And so I started to develop my idea, not just from a nonprofit, but for a for-profit perspective. And as I created opportunities for myself and allowed myself to be included into greater opportunities, there were those moments where I felt as though, can I really do this? Do I really have it? And I felt my light start to dim and 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 dim. And then the pandemic happened. And all of that energy that I had put out, all of that work, all of that effort, it seemed like there was this darkness that just came and just took it all away. Just like that. And I didn't know what to do. I was like, oh God, what am I going to do? How am I going to deal with this? But you know what? My glow is on the inside. So when the darkness came in, I decided, girl, it's time to glow up. It's time to glow up. It's time to blow up. It's time to go back into your life and to find those extraordinary moments, those little moments, those big, any moment. Bring those to the surface and remind yourself of who you are. And that's exactly what I did. It's time for you to change your surroundings, change who you're hanging out with, change your perspective. Because see, the thing is, where you are right now and who you have to be in this place is not the person that you were before you were in the tunnel. Is not the same person. And in order to get out of this tunnel, you're going to have to transform. You're going to have to evolve. And your evolution, some people will evolve with you. And then again, there's some people that are just going to have to stand on the side because they are just as afraid of the dark as you, or worse yet, they are just afraid of your light as you. And yes, I said it. You are sometimes afraid of your light. Sometimes I'm afraid of my light. So I know how it feels. I know how it feels to be in that place where you want success and you want to do so well, and you look at your past experience and you're like, oh, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. And you're in that tunnel because life has just gone in a completely different direction than you expected. But you know what? You got that glow on the inside. So in that tunnel, you're still glowing up. You're still glowing. You're finding a way to keep that fire lit. And then it comes to this point, you're at the edge of the tunnel and you set foot on the outside and the sun hits your body. I mean, ooh, opportunities. And then it rains. It's like, what? Hold up. I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this because you know why? In the tunnel, it don't rain in the tunnel. There's only two things that happen in the tunnel, darkness and light, baby. Rain ain't one of them. But here it is. I got a piece of advice for you for the rain and the sunshine. That's on the end of the tunnel. When it rains, get naked. And when I say get naked, I mean be honest about who you are and what you want. All right? Don't compromise. Don't say, oh, maybe if I do it like this, or maybe if I do it like that, or maybe if I give in. No, sweetie, it's raining because you out here. Get naked. Enjoy the rain. Enjoy the abundance of your success. Things are going to be different. They're not going to be the way they were before you went into the tunnel. People are going to respond to you differently, especially since you're wet and naked. Wet and naked is uneasiness. See, people are uneasy with nakedness. But the naked we're talking about is about an honesty and an authenticity. You are now at the point where you've had that dark moment and you found yourself, you found your light. And so when opportunities and blessings and an open mind and a new perspective prevails, you must continue to glow. You must continue to emanate, to emit your light. You must continue to be the best version of yourself. And I know you're gonna feel like you're just dimming it a little bit. It's like, oh, everybody's shining around here, so I gotta dim it a little bit. I gotta take it down. No. You know why it's so bright out here? Because everyone out here is shining, and it's okay. This is how we get rid of darkness in the world, because everyone has to shine. You have to shine. The person that is challenging you and looking at the same opportunity, they have to shine. And not shine halfway. We ain't got no candlelight situation happening here. I'm talking spotlight, bright light, do your best. And when somebody else shine, you don't look at them, you need to dim in your light for me. No, sweetie. You know what that tunnel was about? That tunnel was about teaching you how to shine in spite of your situation. Because in order to live in the rain, in order to live in the abundance, the blessings, the opportunities, the love, the compassion, the kindness, the everything that is available to you on the outside of this tunnel, you first of all have to be able to live with the glow of you. You have to be able to live with the light that is you. And if you're not able to live with the light that is you, sweetie, take a 5. Take a 5. It's okay. Take a 5. Take a shade. Go back in the tunnel. Go back in the tunnel a little bit. Just back up a little bit. Don't go too far. Just back up a little bit. Go in there and remind yourself of who you are. I know success can be blinding and you can forget who you are, why you are, and even where you're going. It's okay to step back sometimes into the tunnel just to remind yourself of exactly how brilliant your light is. It's okay to step out into the rain and bask in it. The initial shock is going to get you because you may not be accustomed to things working out. But don't sabotage yourself. Don't pitch up an umbrella. Be like, oh, no, I can't handle it. No, don't do it to me. No, no. And if you need permission, I give you my permission. I give you the permission of the universe or whomever you need permission from to just bask in your blessings. To not take your blessings and look at anyone else and say, ooh, well, they're going to stop me from getting. Remember, when the hour was dark and you were in the tunnel, you learned how to emanate your light, how to be the best version of yourself, how to bring you to the forefront in spite of the things that you could not see, in spite of the things that frightened you, in spite of the things that seemed as though they were closing in on you. You've set up your life in such a way that you have reminders of who you are. You have messages of encouragement. You've made relationships that when things get tough and things get complicated, these people, they're so tuned into you. They're calling you up. Hey, baby, I was thinking about you. Just want you to know I love you. I was thinking about you. This opportunity came by my desk and I thought this would be perfect for you. I was going out for lunch and at this new restaurant and they were serving X, Y, and Z. And immediately I said, you know who would appreciate that? You. Remember that when you are learning to glow up in the tunnel, you are lifting your spirit. You are elevating who you are in your entirety, not just in a physical way, but in a spiritual way, in a natural way. So when opportunities come to you, when the doors swing open, when the light is shining in your face and everything that you've ever desired is before you, the thing that is going to get you from where you are at the edge of that tunnel to that point beyond is you remembering what your glow is about. You remembering your unique offering to this world. You remembering that even though other people around you are shining, their light cannot dim yours. Their light cannot overwhelm yours, because what is out here emanating from you comes from within you, and only you can give that to the world. You've done the tunnel experience. Now it's time to live in the light. This is how we're going to create change this week, okay? We are going to take the opportunity to just live in the light. It's going to rain. Some blessings are going to come and we're going to bask in those blessings. The sun is going to shine and people are going to be there doing their best and glowing up. And guess what? You're going to glow up too. And just as a reminder of what it means to be in the light, every time you get discouraged and you want to feel like you want to go back into that darkness, I want you to look at the people glowing around you and let that be a reminder that you are worthy and you are supposed to be here. This is your time to glow, your time to shine, and you can do it anytime. Remember, I love you. Let's make a change today. Until next time. As always, it is a pleasure to be here with you. Now, I need you to remember, when you go through this out of the tunnel experience, don't forget, you must still glow right up. You don't dim for anyone else because they won't dim for you. And that's the way it's supposed to be. Until next time, I love you.